I think we'll call this the project of mirrors. So I pulled all the protection off of these and found these awesome magnets. So check this out, watch. Recessed in the top of the door and the ceiling, dead flat. So we have these stops here to prevent these pivot hinges opening the door too far, but we wanted something that was going to keep the doors perfectly in line and closed, so they didn't just have to hit a bumper and then inevitably they would always be maybe slightly out, and then your mirrors would be all over the place. But with all the protection off, there's literally no place to hide. You have this big round light. Mike, does this light work?
Yeah.
Is it over here?
Yeah. It's not synced onto the system yet. It's the white box inside there.
White box, white box.
That one?
Hey, whoa! This is insane.
Daytime.
So no matter where you stand, you know exactly what you look like before you leave the house. Tim, do I look the same in every mirror?
No.
Which one looks the best?
It's the one in the bedroom you can see.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's over there. Right? No, you stand
I'm staying here? What am I doing?
Stand over here.
I gotta stand here?
Yeah, somewhere around here.
What am I looking for?
You're gonna see Mike.
Wait a sec, what?
Over here.
Yeah.
You stand there and look left.
Look left? I'm so I feel like I'm gonna walk into something.
I saw you looking the other way the other day.
Right there.
There he is. I don't know if you guys can see it.
That room's not lit, but
That's pretty insane. You guys are watching this video right now, like, can you just show me around the job site? Stop playing with the mirrors. So, double closet here, same thing. Magnets up top. Adjustable clothing, magnets. We got a new guy, Luke.
Hello.
You guys have been introduced to him. And then this wall right here actually hides our mechanical, but Mike and team have put together basically a similar frame. So these are symmetrical with two mirrors that are applied. Tim's working on dressing that up. And then we have this Balco access panel with a removable grill. And this is our return air. Also using it for our radiant manifold and all of our electrical control. But with our return air, we need to get all the way to that bedroom. So what the team did is they made this, oh, sorry, Doug. They have this pass through. So essentially return air can get pulled through the bedroom through here, this slot across. Boys from Dar Mechanical are on site.
That's what we're gonna want to put it. We're just gonna drop it all in right now and then.
Big wall mirror, tiles going around that. Mike's working on getting the toilet ready and set up. I think I'm stepping in wet grout.
Nah, they didn't grow today.
All right, I'm stepping in something wet. Had to pull these off, just had to make a couple minor adjustments. Wasn't perfect, it's gotta be perfect. Faucet's going back on, got these linear strips on either side. Showed you guys these before, the architectural grills. And then tiles pretty much wrapped up in the shower. The guys are doing all of the mitered window extension jambs. The taper is really cool because it makes that window feel a lot larger, but then you don't have any wood frame. We've already talked about the waterproofing detail. This is tile right to the glazing. Yes, you guys are gonna ask, how do you replace that if it breaks? It's gonna be a pain in the ass, to be honest, but let's hope it doesn't. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do a gradient film. So it's frosted on there, and then as it goes up, it becomes clear. So when you are in this space, it doesn't feel like a small room because you can actually, you'll be able to see outside. Here's another shot of that waterproofing detail. And they're actually fitting this one right now. We got our niche here, double shower heads. Exhaust. It's being cut out in the CNC, so it would be a tile with slots in it. And that is strictly for the steam shower in here. And then all these lights get installed and completely sealed up. And then that tub moves over here. 2 waterproof connections. So they're set in the tub now. Sweet. And then we got our full height glass. Structural silicone will allow this panel to be fixed enough to hold this piece of glass, floor to ceiling door. And then take a look at this detail. We've talked about this a lot throughout the project. This wood slat detail. A couple things we changed from the architect spec. The architect had this tight to the glass. We left a little space just so you can get a rag in there and clean it. Because as you step back over here, you can see that might be pretty easy to clean, but as you get closer this way, they get much, much tighter. You guys probably seen the video of how these get installed, but these are cold rolled steel and they're slotted up into the ceiling and then slotted down into the floor. And then we just painted all the steel black for a little 1/2 inch shadow gap. And if you really need to, you can lift this up and out. They're just a couple pounds. Get some tile coming out.
Moving it out of the way.
Moving it out of the way. And then we get that slat wall. So this is the larger of the two. Doug, I'm just gonna keep getting you in the shot. And then we get this. I do want you to model. A few of you guys had asked, we're actually gonna use, James, are we using this one?
We'll be using a similar one. It'll be gray though, just to match a little bit better.
Cool. So this is just a bloom. The hell do they call these? No, there's a name for it.
Oh, jeez.
What is it?
No. I forget.
Mike, do you remember? I forget what this is called, and Ken's gonna watch this video. He probably won't watch the video.
No.
But someone should tell Ken to watch this video just at this minute, because I can't remember. But it's a bloom touch latch, and we mocked it up, and for this it works out really well. And obviously we have this 1/2 inch gap, so we gotta pad it out and make it look nice and trick. But love how that door blends in. Originally it was gonna be a handle on here. Client agreed with us, doesn't make sense. Tip on, thank you. Tip on. That's why we end up with the tip on. So there's no handle, nice and flush. And I can't wait to take this photo. I'm trying to remember where it is. It's like right, I think here in the rendering. And they put a model right here. I think I might put a black dress on and model. But that is the rendering shot from the very beginning of the job. And with this in place, it just looks pretty incredible. Talked about this pocket door before, but no hardware here. Want to come up, Mike?
Yeah, please.
No hardware on this door, because most of the time this door is going to end up open. So what we did is we got rid of the pole handle and we added a bump out. Integrated this handle here. So when it is in the closed position, all you do is put your hand on that, push it back into the pocket. And a couple other details I want to point out is that this is completely flat, but this is actually not perpendicular to this wall. So if you look close, this right here is tapered slightly. So this is probably closer to 5/16, and this is like 1/2 inch. So when that door shuts, it's nice and flush. Probably would have never noticed, especially with the recessed back, but it's the right thing to do. Plus the architect actually drew this door with a cant on it, and we just all agreed that it wasn't gonna look nice. Mirrors on this jamb and that jamb. And then I'll get to that in a second. This is the smaller slat wall. James, don't let me impact you. Where are you going?
Right in front of you.
Huh?
Put the bed down, bud.
Are we?
Oh yeah.
So we also built this. Can I help?
I mean, I don't know if you can do it one-handed.
Should I try?
Not really.
Where are we going? Where are we going? I got it.
Right down that wall.
We're going right in place?
Right in place.
So guys, we actually built this bed. This is a beech bed. Beech is the wood material you're gonna go. 2 slats your way.
Mike, what?
1 slat. 1 slat. So this is all beech, and it's stained a dark ebony. I forget what stain it is.
It is ebony.
It is ebony?
Yep.
So this was modeled, actually another architect drew this for another part of their home, which was built for another job, another project, and we mimicked it in this room. Really slick. A lot of different woods in here.
Oh, yeah.
So we got plastered niche, mirrors in here. Like I said, more mirrors. We've already walked through all these awesome details. Did you paint that?
I did not. No.
Dang.
I know.
Mirror, mirror, and then we have this last niche over here. So we get a lot packed into these. These are accessible niches. These mirrors will come out with a suction cup. Steam unit, this drains down. One note with these is they need to drain with metal. The previous one was actually installed with PVC, and the water coming out of that is just too hot for PVC. So we get a lot packed in. We got our disconnect for it, and then we jump up, buried our Schluter, basically set it and forget it thermostat. So that's for all the heat underneath the tile. And then we got our exhaust fan that they're tying in now, remote fan, strictly for the shower, for the steam. Integrated plates. I'm sorry, not integrated, but veneered plates. You can actually see them over here as well. And nice little precautionary cover. Obviously they're tamper resistant for code, but Mike bought these to make sure none of the trades were plugging into them, because we know how worried a lot of you guys are with the plug scratching that over time. So we're making sure we appease all you. So a couple more days, punch list, but this place is seriously coming together. If you guys like these site visits, let us know. See you guys next week.